What can I help y'all with?
Hey, are you Mr. Hall?
Yes, ma'am. Robert E. S. Hall, Jr.
I'm Sunday. I'm the code
Hi, Miss
enforcement.
Sunday.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Doing good. I placed a sign in front of your yard Friday because you're in violation of the ordinance. I need my sign. It needs to be placed out there.
I wasn't home Friday. I played in Albany. Well, I didn't perform. I recorded a show for a friend of mine. I don't know anything about a sign.
Okay. So you don't know where my sign might be?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you got the certified letter that I sent you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, it said it was delivered.
I had some. My mailbox is out here. We've had a lot of stuff stolen out here, so I don't really know. I hadn't signed for anything.
Okay.
And I'm a handwriter. I write 400 letters a year. Okay.
So it said it was date delivered 5/1.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Well, this is the United States Postal Service. So.
Ma'am, I know them backwards and forwards. Mr. Frank Davis is a good friend of mine, a former postmaster. Mr. Jerry Seymour. I'm not signed for anything, and I was home Friday all day, and I can verify that.
Now I thought you were playing in a band Friday.
No, I was home all day Friday. I did not say I was playing in a band. My friend Evan Barber, that's his name. Well, Evan Barber, he was performing at Tammy's Bar on Falima Road in Leesburg. So he had asked me to record his show. I've got a recording set up with my computer. So I was preparing all my gear and everything. I was actually sitting in my bedroom, which faces the front yard.
So did you see me put the sign in your yard?
No, I sure didn't. I don't know anything about a sign. So anyway, I left my home, but it was before dark. I don't know precisely what time it was, but it was before dark. And I was at Tammy's Bar, and there are several hundred people that can verify me being there. And I recorded the show, and I got home sometime around midnight.
Well, I'm going to bring
Friday.
another one and put one in the front yard.
Okay. Okay.
So the issue is we had a complaint at City Hall concerning your property of the overgrown bushes in the trees.
Okay.
And this. In the residential zoning code, stacked lumber like that is not allowed. Large amounts of stacked lumber.
Okay, let's define how much is that? Do you know what the okay, well, how much is it? I mean, you're just looking at it and saying that's a big stack, but what's a big stack? We have to quantify it, don't we? Do you know anything about firewood cordage, how you measure firewood, how you determine the amount of firewood at all?
The only thing I know about is the zoning ordinance.
I've written articles about it and working on a book about it, so I know it backwards and forwards. I'm friends with the steel people from Germany that make chainsaws, largest chainsaw manufacturer in the world, so I know all that backwards and forwards. Yeah. And I'm from Dawson, by the way. Lived here my entire life, with the exception of maybe 9 years. So.
Hello, Mr. Esther. So our sign is missing, and you were here all day Friday, and you didn't see it before you left.
I never saw anyone place a sign, and I have no knowledge of a sign.
Okay. So the weeds and grass and underbrush is 150 feet from the building or structure or dwelling, and needs to exceed 18 inches in height, which creates a fire hazard and is a violation of the city Dawson Code of Ordinance. And there are large amounts of firewood in the rear yard, which creates a fire hazard and is a violation of the city ordinance, health and sanitation.
Now, I've spoken with Mr. Daniel Potter, 30 years with the Albany Fire Department. You may know Daniel. I was Lee Power. Well, based on the code, 30 to 40 feet is a safe distance. I checked all that before I started stacking my firewood back here. My firewood's close to 100 feet from the home. Now, based on the law and a fire safety expert with 30 years experience, that's what I based where I stack my firewood at. Now, if you're telling me that the city of Dawson does not allow anyone to have any firewood, like on their back porch, then wow, that's tough, you know? So y'all tell me now, are you telling me that you're not allowed to have firewood anywhere within 150 feet of your home?
That is underbrush and overgrown with the yard.
Well, now, gosh, I got friends that are landscapers with horticulture degrees from Auburn University. So I'm looking here at those bushes over there. They're over 18 inches. I can eyeball that even without my glass on. So you tell me I've got to remove all of my bushes down to, you said 18 inches.
Sir, I said you had to maintain your yard and cut your shrubs and bushes.
But you said 18 inches.
Sir, you got the certified letter, or someone received
well,
the certified letter.
I'm not going to dispute that.
Okay, you disputed it earlier.
No. I did not sign for anything. That's a forgery. Now, Mr. Jerry Seymour will validate me and back me in court. I know the rules. Mr. Jerry's a former postmaster here. Now, if you would have sent a registered letter and I had to sign for it, that's a whole different animal.
Sir, it was a registered letter.
Or certified. I didn't sign for anything.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm a handwriting expert. I've written articles on it.
Okay, Mr. Rock, I'm going to place another sign in your front yard.
Sure,
Okay,
sure,
that
okay.
This property is in violation.
Okay.
There was actually a complaint about the property.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would not be here.
Sure, sure.
So it needs to be brought up in code. If not, you have 30 days
Okay.
from the date that
30
letter
days.
was submitted.
Well, I just want to be very clear, specifically clear, exactly what it is you want me to do. And I will do everything you tell me to do. And I'm not using any profanity, no threatening gestures, sloped shoulders. So we'll trim them, but you got to be more specific. That's like saying trim your beard. I mean, I've got a little stubble right now. Do I have to shave it clean? You said 18 inches high.
We'll let the judge sort that out.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
So, but you still haven't told me exactly what you require me to do, so I'm no longer in violation. And since we're all here, I know y'all are really busy.
We'll hand you a copy of the ordinance and we'll let the judge.
But the ordinance, I've read the ordinance, and the ordinance is very, very subjective. It's not objective.
The ordinance is attached to the letter.
I have not gotten any letter, ma'am, and
Cut your yard, just trim up your hedges a little bit, make it look like, make it look like home, make it look like.
sure, it does look bad. I apologize. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's a nice house. So show it off. Like just turn down your hedges, tear the weeds off, and make it look like, like a nice home.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am committed to Dawson.
Right.
And I can ride around and show you hundreds of abandoned homes right now with bushes higher than the roof that are fire hazards, safety hazards for children. And I'll be glad to, free of charge, I'll ride around and document that. But I need to know specifically. I need to know specific. But we need to be specific.
Yours is
We-
being handled this way, we'll handle the rest.
Okay. Well, I told you I will comply. But now we need to be clear on why we're all here, and it doesn't take so. I want to know about the firewood. I want to know specifically.
Is that your personal firewood?
Yes, sir. Never sold a stick. That's the only way I heat my home. Have not turned my heater on in 2 years. 2 years. I can verify that. I have Dr. Glenn Zern, professor at Albany State College, very revered, respected man. He'll testify on my behalf. And I've never sold. If you find anyone that tells you I sold them 1 stick of firewood, so are we cleared up on the firewood?
No, sir. It's in the ordinance. I provided it in the letter to
But
you.
the ordinance is vague and it's not
Let
objective.
the judge make the decision.
Okay,
We'll
sure.
just let the judge make the
So
decision.
let's be clear, because I want to do everything you tell me to do. So what you were telling me to do, you want me to remove all of my firewood.
No, sir. I'm not asking
Well,
you to
tell
remove
me
all
how
of
much of it to remove.
We'll let the judge determine that. You're saying the ordinance is vague, so we'll let the judge determine it.
So your
Whatever
code
this correct
enforcement,
order is what we'll all
and you have come to my home, this private property. My father wrote a check for this home in 1986. It's been paid for. Taxes are paid in full. And
And this home belongs to Barbara Jean Hall.
well, that's subjective.
Okay. Well, otherwise, until you prove.
But I'm very simple. I want to let y'all go because y'all been very kind. So
Done, okay. Thank you.
so you're not going to tell me exactly what I need to do.
That'll be up to the judge.
Okay.
I'll come back.
You riding back downtown?
Well, I can
Sure.
ride. I can ride. Unless he's not going like that.
But just to be clear, y'all have not told me exactly what I need to do, but I'm going to cut the grass and I'm going to make a start. And if there's anything else I need to do, then let me. And do you want me to call you once I've done that?
You're more than welcome to call me at the office, sir.
Well, I'm certain that I am because we pay your salary. You're a city employee. But what I need to know though is, do you want me to call you?
You are more than welcome to give me
It's a yes/no answer, ma'am. If I don't have to call to let you know I've complied. So she does want me to call her. Do you have a card so I can? Okay. Thank you very much, officer.